What? Child of Highland. Think for a moment of Lord Eldeal's actions, and you have your answer. His actions? You mean giving people knowledge? Reading the blueprints of the world, using their contents to ration out knowledge and maintain global balance. It's the Mask of the Sun and the Akashic records that make all that possible. So Garuda's real objective is the world's blueprints and the key to reading them. Where are these Akashic records located? In the formal capital of the kingdom of Celceta, deeper still within the forest. Yeah, and that's where Garuda's headed, no doubt. It's gotta be. He seemed to be mass-producing copies of the mask. Do you think he plans to use those to read the Akashic records? He's a talented magician, but no mere copy can even come close to approximating the works of the gods. It is possible, I bet, that in the process of duplicating the mask, he could have learned his true purpose. It's because of us that he and the Romans came to this land. What do you... Elder! What's the meaning of this? We're busy here, you know? Well, a girl showed up demanding we give her the mask. A girl? Don't tell me that's sorceress. So this is where you all went. Is that Lisa? Why are you? Remember, she's helping the enemy. So you're the apostle girl, huh? Surprised you found this place. How did you get here? I'm sorry. I'm afraid there's no time to explain myself right now. You seem to be in quite the hurry. Why exactly can't you take a moment to explain yourself again? You can't honestly expect us to hand you the mask on faith alone, little lady.
Oh, this guy's great. He's literally like, no, seriously though, there's time, you can explain yourself. Don't do the anime.
Yeah, so I both like and dislike him because on one hand he's like, there's no way they'll get through the shield and steal the mask, but then he's like, wait, I'm not gonna just believe you and give it to you. Come on, I'm not dumb enough for that. It's like, it's pretty funny. I could save Lord Eldeal. Lisa? Guess you're not here under orders as an apostle then. How about you at least tell us why you need the mask? At least then...
I'm sorry. Saul!
What's going on? Does she summon like the TARDIS or something?
I mean, if you push the button, you'll find out.
But it sounds really ominous. Maybe I shouldn't push the button.
If you don't push the button, we'll never find out.
She called Soul, so she just called like a giant laser beam down. Oh, or just a boss. Why did I say this looked like a boss arena?
Hey, what's his name?
Soul Galvin.
What was his title?
I missed the title.
The White Galbalan.
Oh god.
Have you heard that name before?
Several times.
Yeah, you sure have.
What
okay,
is that
cool.
thing? It's huge. It's Lisa's. Why are you riding it?
Hey, what color was the Galbalan?
I forget, honestly.
It's the White Galbalan.
Yeah.
All right. You said you've heard that name before.
Cool. The Galbalan.
Yeah, which Galbalan did you see?
Was it black?
I think you might have seen the black one, and there's another one that you've seen as well.
I don't know what it could be named at this point.
It's okay. You also, so he didn't have the title, but you also fought the Ash Galbalan.
Oh, I did, didn't I? That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I apologize for being forced to take such an aggressive approach, but I simply don't have time to do this any other way.
Saul, come!
Soul, if you'd please. What? Can't be. We need to subdue it. Durant, just don't hurt Lisa in the process. Don't let us down. I know. We can't let her break the barrier and take the mask at all. Sorry to ask, but will you lend us a hand? Of course. Thanks. Sorry to get you caught up in all of this. You can access the menu.
This is where you can adjust your party because they're put Frida in the party.
Why would you do this to me? I had my party. They were all equipped out and everything,
They
too.
want you to use Frida. Everyone's still equipped. They weren't removed. They're just put in reserve.
He's got an axe.
She's got a halberd.
Sorry, halberd. Why did I say axe? Anyway.
I don't know, but you could swap her out for Adol, and you could see her moveset.
I mean, I could.
Because, you know, she might play a little bit similarly to someone you might know.
I was actually going to suggest that she actually, if she has a halberd like him, he has fairies. Well, she has a fairy. He gets fairies eventually, technically.
Yes. I mean, technically, he both already had fairies and does not have fairies yet.
Yeah.
Because game order and chronological order are not the same.
He's not from this village, is he?
Who knows?
He's like a character that keeps popping up everywhere, so he seems to be just a running coincidence at this point. Fine, I'll play as her.
I mean, you do not have to.
I know, but she's slashing as well, so I might as well actually
Yeah, give her a shot.
try her out.
That's all I want you to do. Just try it. If you like her moveset, who knows?
Who knows? She might be a party member that sticks around for longer than you might expect.
So sorry.
Let me just...
Don't move. Now. Please get out of the way. Now. Here I go. Now.
Well, I didn't dodge that. Oh well. Yeah, this is a giant blind spot for this boss.
Except he turned around and slapped you. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't
well,
call
yeah.
it that big of a blind spot. It's just a safe point for most of his attacks, but not all of them.
Please get out of the way.
Also, I like that you're only using the one attack.
Sorry.
Well, it's because it really works out.
Too easy.
Yeah, but okay, Hurricane Spin's a low-level getaway from me.
If you would.
I want to see what I want to see what Fairy Strike does.
Down. If you would.
There it
So
is.
sorry.
Now, what did that do? He dropped money.
Please. How about this? Please stay
Yeah,
out of my
that's
way.
pretty good there.
In an ice piercing attack. Yeah.
Hold still. Here I
And
go.
now you can go back to the actually good at killing bosses attack. Now that you know what all the moves are.
Hold still.
And you don't even have to keep playing as her now that you've seen them.
Now.
Well, aside from her Y,
Now.
I guess you can wait for that.
Now. No such luck. Don't move. Now. Hold still. Now. Please get out
Yeah.
of the way. Now. No such luck. Hold still. Don't give up.
This move is really good.
Use it.
I'll turn you to ice. Leave the door. Smash to pieces.
Oh, well, we killed it.
Yep.
Lisa, how could you do this? Did we succeed? That was one hell of a battle. No. I knew it. Conventional weapons aren't going to work against this thing. What? So it's a Gavilan then. I'm sorry, everyone. Soul, do it.
No.
Now I can finally save Lord Eldeal. Well done, little apostle. Soul. Frida, he's here. Finally, the Mask of the Sun is mine.
It can't be.
Don't think too poorly of me, little apostle. I kept my word. I told you where the mask was, but I never once promised I'd let you have it. You only have your own naivete to blame for this. Come on, Lisa, you were totally playing like really, really hard here. I should have known. You always did enjoy making a grand entrance, Garuda. Is this any way to treat your own people? What? Are you saying? Several years ago, one of her own broke the laws of our village and unraveled the secrets of her ancestors sealed away. Our ancestors sealed away. That man fled the village, taking a small group of supporters with him, and gave himself over to the Roman Empire. His name was Garuda, and he was once a magician from Danan. Stay where you are, adult Kristen. Gaddis, Bammy, and the Mass Division are occupying the village. You wouldn't want any unfortunate accidents, would you? Holding your own Hellland hostage now? You are despicable. You're just as much of a slime as ever. Unfortunately for you, I bear no emotional attachment to this dreary place. I could talk.
You did it.
Perhaps it is destiny that I should obtain the mask here. In honor of this occasion, we shall hereby refer to ourselves as Darklings. You know, if you're trying to be, like, good at all, like, on any side that you think of yourself as good, you don't name yourself Darklings, dude. It's like you know you're being evil.
Hey, have you heard that name before?
Have I? I've said this before, but I have so many characters and stories stuck in my head. It's hard to, like, untangle them at this point. So, where have I heard this before? That you've recognized this? Because honestly, when I hear Darklings, I just think of like the Heartless for some reason.
No, not that. All right, so you got to think back, very far back.
Okay,
as
so
far back as it goes.
That ain't helping me.
As far back as it goes.
Is that what they call the monsters in the first game or something?
Monsters? No.
Is it in Origins or is it in 1 and 2?
As far back as it goes.
Okay, so in Origins. I'm vaguely remembering it mentioned. I just forget the context entirely.
Okay. All of the main people you fight.
So all the main enemies.
Dallas, Zava, Kishgal, Epona.
Right.
Yep.
They all Darklings?
That's what they refer to themselves as.
Gotcha. Okay, so were they with this guy at the time, or
This
is he
guy?
just taking their name? I mean,
Like,
not this guy. I meant like the past ancestors of this guy, or whoever.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Yep. Come now. Is that really so surprising? It's a perfectly fitting name for those who've obtained the power of the gods through these unorthodox means. Okay.
You.
So you stole the name. Gotcha. You really haven't changed at all, have you? What's a Darkling? Our ancestors referred to themselves as Darklings when they deceived the gods and stole their power. Ah, so that's where they were banished from. I mean, it was a tower, wasn't it? That's true.
So the original event, I believe, was actually the event from Arc.
From Arc.
From
Okay.
6 was the original event. And then I think Origin happened after that, but I'm gonna check my timeline here.
We here in Danan hesitate even to say the word. It's considered impure. The blood of the Darklings flows within you as much as it does in me. No matter how far you repress it, it's a part of you and always will be. Gruda. Regardless, now that I have what I seek, I see nothing more to be gained by remaining here. And though I may not have much attachment to this place, I suppose it is still my home. So, I'll leave peacefully today. Should you continue your fruitless attempts to stand in my way, however, I won't be quite so merciful next time. Wait.
Okay, yes, I got that right.
Oh.
I mean, there is
He's
stuff
gone.
that happened before what happened with the Arc. We'll get there.
Oh, we'll
But
get
the
there.
Arc, but the Arc was the originator event for the Darklings anyway.
For the Darklings. Okay. He's gone.
That gets voiced, of course.
Of course it does.
Lisa.
Lisa, how could you? You were played, like, really just super played there. What have I done? Well, this has been a hell of a day. No point in just standing there, though. Let's go back to my place and sort all this out. So, this is a Galblan. That's just a thing. I mean, it is clearly a thing in the series.
I don't know if it
Has been explained
gets
yet?
explicitly explained, but since we've already encountered most of them, I'll just tell you. A Galbalan is something created from Ash Emilus.
Oh, from Ash MLS. Okay. I would figure that like they were made of whatever they were said. They were like this one was the white
No.
Gablon. Because there was an Ash Gablon. I'm like, oh, so that's the one
Sure
that's made
was.
of Ash MLS, but
Yeah. The Ash, specifically the Ash Galbalan, I believe is the one from technically the first one you encounter. So the one from Felghana.
gotcha.
Game wise, not timeline wise, because this takes place before Felghana. I love it. It's so confusing.
I know, it's great. I love the lore tie-ins. It's just that I've read so many books between now and all of these games that I just can't find the
knowledge is gone.
timelines. I can't
It's all
find the
good.
timelines anymore. So, young apostle, what were you trying to do with the Mask of the Sun? Garuda implied he said something about it to you about it. Yes, he told me that the last time Lord Eldiel was behaving strangely, the Mask of the Sun was used to calm him. And so I'm so sorry. That scumbag. Well, what's done is done. I'm more interested to know that you're a descendant of the Celcetan royal family, aren't you? How did you... Oh, that's news to me. The white goblin of yours was the dead giveaway. Legend has it that it was created by King Lefance to fend off Lord Eldiel after he lost control of himself. So King Lefance and Lord Eldiel fought each other? That's what they say. Not that there are any surviving records to confirm one way or the other, of course. So who was talking about? Who said that they fought if there's no records of subordinate? How far after this timeline, like after this event, are we currently?
Oral
like,
traditions. Oral traditions are a thing. Also, it's like 800 years.
That's a long time for things to get lost.
Yeah, sure is. Which is why there's no surviving records.
What we do know for certain is that the Goblins were created using a forbidden technology our ancestors sealed away. King Lefance was a righteous man, so knowing he allegedly resorted to the use of such technology showed his unease. Shows his unease?
Shows
Sure.
his unease. Yes.
Guess that explains how it was able to destroy the barrier. soul was given to me by my father to carry out the rite of summoning. I was told he'd been passed down the family for generations, but I had no idea his creation had come under circumstances like that. You rolled on soul too, Adol. Please, you used him to take you to see Lord Eldiel. I don't remember. Your memories should return in time. I must say, it was rather difficult finding you in that forest. This is Adol we're talking about. The guy never sits still. He can't even sleep without sneaking out a window first. True. The thing I find most difficult to accept is that the man who attacked Highland was from Danan.
Danan.
Yeah. Hit me completely full.
I'm just gonna keep doing it.
I know. It's an amusing name. There was no doubt in my mind that he was a Roman commander. Garuda was one of the most intelligent people in the village. He was also a wise man in his day, who loathed the sin of our ancestors committed more than anyone else. And that hatred drove him to study the incident in greater detail. Somehow or another, during his studies, he became attracted to the power of the gods that they had attempted to seal. Why would that be? Only he knows the answer to that. We naturally admonished the hell out of him for what he was doing. Just out of nowhere, he gathered a small group of supporters and left the village, and that was the end of that. In addition to keeping an eye on Lord Eldiel, we've also been trying our best to track him down all this time. Most likely he managed to gain the support of Rome for his research into the mask. And now he has returned to the forest. So where's he headed next? He must have sussed out the mask's true power by now. Which means there's only one thing he could possibly be after. The Akashic records, the blueprints of the world, which can only be read using the mask's power. On the other side of the Ashen Forest is the old capital of the kingdom of Celceta. It's called Elduc. And in its center sits the Temple of the Sun, where Lord Eldiel lived when the kingdom still existed. Supposedly, that's where the Akashic records can be found. Supposedly. The door to the temple is sealed. We've tried to open it many times, but we've never been able to get inside. So we can't be certain what's there, but considering his resourcefulness up until now, Garuda may have found a way. When I was talking with Garuda, he also mentioned that Lord Eldiel is headed for Elduc as well. It seems Elduc is the main point of interest for all parties then. Including you, Adol. If you ever want to learn the truth about what happened to you, you need to confront Eldiel. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. I'll bet you'd be raring to go even if you had all your memories intact, wouldn't you? Elder, I would like to go with Adol as well. Me too. Huh. Well, you are familiar with the route, but are you sure? In a way, you may be the single most unsuitable person for this task. I'll be okay. I've had more than enough time for my wounds to heal. Frida. Well, I know better than to argue with you. Nothing I say is going to change your mind. So go on ahead. They'll need a guide anyway. Thank you, Elder. Wounds to heal, huh? What happened there? I will be going on ahead to Elduc.
Hey.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? I won't be alone. I have Soul with me. And there are a few things I'd like to look into.
Indeed.
About your ancestor, King LaFrance. I keep saying LaFrance.
LaFrance.
LaFrance. God. It just... For some reason, it just keeps rolling off my tongue without me realizing it's LaFrance. Yes, I'd like to know what happened to King LaFrance.
You did it.
And Lord Eldiel when the kingdom of Celceta fell. You see, now that I've mentioned that it's a problem, it's going to keep happening on accident. Just because my mind keeps thinking about it, trying to avoid it, it's going to say it. If I can learn even that much, I might be able to find some means of returning Lord Eldiel to normal. Well, don't push yourself too hard, okay? You're not going to say anything at all? We'll catch up as soon as we can.
Thank you very much.
I'll be eagerly awaiting you. Take care, everyone. I'm certain that one day you, Eldeal, and I will be able to drink tea together once more. And I'll be certain to brew the best tea I can possibly find. Goodbye for now. And there she goes. Feminine yet courageous. She's a fine girl. Eh, Ozma?
No.
I had no intention of. And they're like animals, aren't they? Durin, please refrain from making such comments. The others have begun grouping me in with you. It's time we should get moving, Adol. We have a lot of ground to cover. Yeah. You know, accept quests. I'm so thankful I didn't actually have to go through and talk to everyone in the village again.
Wait, you can now accept quests? Where can you accept them?
Here.
Here?
Yeah, and down.
And
Yep. At the magic laboratory in Denan, you can use materials to synthesize medicinal items. Some rare items can only be synthesized here.
yeah, welcome to the best synthesis shop because it's the last one.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, there's 2 more towns after this. No. Wouldn't that be something?
Kaiser, like the Kaiser potion, huh?
Yes.
Hmm. Ah, and the permanent stat increases,
There they are.
which is basically only there for the hardest game mode. Well, they're here for everyone,
This
but
game doesn't have that mode.
there's no nightmare.
No. Hardest difficulty, yes. I sorry, I thought you meant because in Belgana there's that mode where you can't use consumables, or what was it? You can't use consumables in boss fights or something.
Yeah.
There was that extra tough mode that was separate from difficulty.
Gotcha.
Where it's like, yeah, you need these stat ups because you can't heal. Anyway, have fun. You can only buy 2 of them.
40 increase? Jeez. Well, 30, 49. She already has that. That's good at
Of course she
least. Whoops. Where is it? These ones. Sorcery robes.
.52 defense is well worth that tiny strength drop.
It really is. Well, where's the quest board? That's to
Back
the
there.
that's the shrine. It's gonna be in this building, isn't it?
I mean, it's the pink building.
Okay, there's no rush on any of these. Okay.
There is not. But can you do any of them? Accessory that will increase luck. Something you can just go take care of. And what was the first one?
It was I have to collect ingredients, but I don't know what they are yet until I go talk to the potion guy.
Oh, okay, potion guy.
So species of another type of beast. Left alone. Multiply. Okay. At least if I leave them alone, I can get more experience. Because that's how these games work.
Yeah, totally.
Do I even have one of these? You bought an accessory for me. Why, thank you. So, which accessory?
You want to give up the drop rate or the money?
Silver Axe's drop rate, right?
Let me
Look at what I actually get for these. I think I can craft them, can I?
You can, but I'm just gonna see what you get for giving them up.
Gotcha.